What if you could transform your life? Find peace, build resilience, and unlock your potential in just 30 days. Today, I'm sharing 10 Stoic habits from ancient wisdom that will change everything, and all it takes is 1 month to see the difference. Life can feel chaotic. Stress, setbacks, and endless distractions pull us in every direction. But over 2,000 years ago, Stoic philosophers like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus mastered a way to thrive amid chaos. Stoicism isn't about grim endurance or shutting off emotions. It's about practical habits that rewire your mind for clarity, strength, and purpose. In this 50-minute video, I'll walk you through 10 Stoic habits you can start today. Practice them for 30 days, and you'll see real change. Less anxiety, more focus, and a life aligned with what truly matters. I've used these habits myself, starting with just one, and within weeks, I felt calmer, more in control, and driven by purpose, not pressure. If you're ready to take charge of your life with Stoic wisdom, hit that like button, subscribe, and comment. I'm starting the 30-day challenge to join me on this journey. Epictetus said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this and you'll find strength. The first Stoic habit to transform your life is to focus only on what you can control, your thoughts, actions, and choices, and let go of everything else. Most people waste their days worrying about things beyond their power, what others think, past regrets, or future uncertainties. I once spent weeks stressing over a friend's harsh words, replaying the argument in my head, wishing I could change their mind. It drained me until I realized I couldn't control their opinion, only my response. Stoicism teaches us to draw a line. Your effort, your attitude, your next step, these are yours to shape. The weather, someone's mood, or a random setback, those are not. This habit frees you from pointless anxiety and redirects your energy to what matters. Imagine waking up each day and asking, what can I control today? You'd stop obsessing over a rude comment or a mischance and start improving your skills or taking action instead. Marcus Aurelius ruled an empire full of chaos, wars, plagues, betrayals. Yet he stayed calm by focusing on his own conduct, not the turmoil around him. In 30 days, this habit will cut your stress in half and double your productivity. Start small. Each morning, write down one thing you can control, like how you'll approach a task, and commit to it. You'll feel lighter, more empowered, and ready to tackle life's challenges with clarity. Practice this daily. Each morning, ask yourself, what can I control today? Focus only on that, your effort, your attitude, your next step, and let go of the rest. Comment, I control what I can, and share one thing you'll focus on today. Seneca said, "He who is brave is free. He who has overcome fear has overcome slavery." The second Stoic habit is to practice negative visualization, imagining potential setbacks to prepare your mind and reduce fear. Most people avoid thinking about what could go wrong, believing it's pessimistic, but this leaves them fragile when life strikes. I used to dread unexpected problems, like losing a job or facing rejection, until I started imagining them in advance. What if my project fails? What if I lose something dear? By picturing these scenarios, I realized they weren't the end. I could handle them. Stoics call this premeditatio malorum, a way to rehearse resilience. Seneca faced exile and death threats, yet he stayed unshaken because he'd mentally prepared for the worst. This habit doesn't make you gloomy. It makes you fearless. When you visualize a challenge, like a tough conversation or a financial hit, you strip it of its power to surprise or overwhelm you. Instead of panicking when it happens, you'll think, I've been here before in my mind. In 30 days, this will transform your confidence. You'll face life's curveballs with calm strength. I once visualized losing a big opportunity, and when it actually happened, I pivoted fast instead of crumbling. Most people break because they're blindsided. Stoicism saves you by keeping you ready. Try it. Spend a few minutes each day imagining a setback and how you'd respond with courage. You'll find peace in preparedness and power in facing the unknown. Spend a few minutes each day imagining a setback, like a tough day or a lost chance, and picture yourself responding with courage. This builds resilience fast. Comment, I'm prepared, and share one scenario you'll visualize today. Marcus Aurelius said, "Your mind will take the shape of what you frequently hold in thought. for the human spirit is colored by such impressions. The third Stoic habit is to reflect daily on your actions, taking a few minutes each night to review what you did well, what you could improve, and what you learned. Most people rush through life without pausing, repeating mistakes because they never stop to assess. I used to end my days exhausted, mindlessly scrolling or zoning out, unaware of how I'd spent my time or emotions. Then I started reflecting. Did I act with integrity today? Did I waste energy on petty frustrations? This habit, inspired by Marcus Aurelius' meditations, turns your day into a classroom. He'd sit alone, writing to himself, dissecting his choices to grow wiser and stronger. Reflection isn't about guilt. It's about growth. In 30 days, it'll sharpen your self-awareness and align your actions with your values. One night, I realized I'd snapped at a colleague over something trivial. The next day, I apologized and handled it better. Without reflection, I'd have stayed reactive. Most people drift because they don't look back. Stoicism transforms you by making every day a lesson. Take 5 minutes before bed. Ask, what went well? What didn't? What's my takeaway? Write it down if you can. It cements the habit. You'll wake up clearer, more intentional, and ready to improve. Take 5 minutes before bed to reflect. What went well? What didn't? What did I learn? Write it down to stay consistent. Comment. I reflect daily and share one lesson from the day. Seneca said, "True happiness is to enjoy the present, without anxious dependence upon the future, not to amuse ourselves with either hopes or fears, but to rest satisfied with what we have." The fourth Stoic habit is to practice gratitude every morning, starting your day by appreciating what you already have instead of chasing what's missing. Most people wake up stressed, fixated on problems or what they lack: money, time, success. I used to do this too, grumbling about my workload or comparing myself to others, setting a negative tone for the day. Then I tried gratitude, listing 3 things I'm thankful for, like a warm bed, a friend's support, or a small win. It shifted my mindset instantly. Stoicism teaches that happiness isn't in getting more. It's in valuing what's here. Seneca, despite exile and loss, found joy in simple things: nature, reason, friendship. In 30 days, this habit will ground you, reduce envy, and boost your resilience. One morning I wrote, "I'm grateful for my health," and it carried me through a tough day with patience I didn't know I had. Gratitude doesn't ignore life's hardships. It reframes them, reminding you of your strength. Most people spiral because they focus on deficits. Stoicism transforms you by highlighting abundance. Wake up, take a moment, and name 3 things you're grateful for, big or small. You'll start each day with clarity and calm, ready to face anything. Wake up and list 3 things you're grateful for. Try it aloud or write it down. It sets a positive tone. Comment. I practice gratitude, and share one thing you're thankful for today. Epictetus said, "There's only one way to happiness, and that is to cease worrying about things which are beyond the power of our will." The fifth Stoic habit is to accept what you cannot change, past mistakes, others' actions, or life's inevitable hardships, and focus on your response instead. Most people fight reality, raging against things they can't undo, like a lost job or a harsh word. I once obsessed over a failed project, blaming myself and others, wishing I could turn back time. It was futile until I accepted it was done and asked, "What now?" Stoicism teaches that resisting the unchangeable breeds misery. Acceptance breeds peace. Epictetus, a former slave, couldn't change his captivity, but he shaped his mind to find freedom within it. In 30 days, this habit will lift the weight off your shoulders. You'll stop battling the past and start building the future. One day, I accepted a friend's betrayal instead of stewing in anger. I let go and moved on stronger. Acceptance isn't weakness. It's wisdom, freeing you to act where you can. Most people waste energy on only thoughts. Stoicism transforms you by embracing what is. When something happens, a delay, a loss, pause, breathe, and say, "I can't change this, but I can choose my next step." You'll feel liberated and focused. When something unchangeable happens, pause, breathe, and say, "I accept this. I'll choose my next step." Practice this to find peace. Comment, "I accept what I can't change," and share one thing you'll let go today. Marcus Aurelius said, "If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it." The sixth Stoic habit is to act with virtue in every moment, choosing courage, justice, wisdom, and self-discipline over shortcuts or selfishness. Most people compromise their values for convenience or gain, like lying to avoid trouble or ignoring a friend in need. I once faced a choice: exaggerate a report to impress my boss or admit the truth and risk criticism. I chose honesty, and though it stung at first, it built trust that paid off later. Stoicism holds virtue as the highest good. Success without it is hollow. Marcus Aurelius led Rome through crises. Yet he judged himself not by power, but by how justly he acted. In 30 days, this habit will transform your character and relationships. You'll earn respect and self-respect. Virtue isn't flashy, it's quiet strength. When I helped a struggling colleague instead of rushing my own work, it felt right, and they later returned the favor. Most people falter because they chase outcomes over principles. Stoicism roots you in what lasts. Ask in each moment, is this virtuous? Whether it's speaking up, keeping a promise, or staying calm under pressure, you'll live with integrity and purpose. In every choice, ask, is this virtuous? Act with courage, justice, and honesty. It builds a life of meaning. Comment, I act with virtue, and share one virtuous choice you'll make today. Seneca said, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it." The seventh Stoic habit is to limit distractions and simplify your life, cutting out noise to focus on what truly matters. Most people drown in clutter, endless notifications, mindless scrolling, or chasing trivial goals. I used to check my phone constantly, jumping between tasks, feeling busy but getting nowhere. Then I simplified. Turn off alerts, set clear priorities, and focus on one thing at a time. The difference was instant: more calm, more progress. Stoicism values time as our most precious resource. Seneca warned against squandering it on what's fleeting. Marcus Aurelius, despite ruling an empire, kept his life simple, focusing on duty over indulgence. In 30 days, this habit will clear your mind and amplify your effectiveness. I once spent a day without social media. Tasks I delayed for weeks got done in hours. Distractions steal your focus. Simplicity restores it. Most people fail to live fully because they're pulled in 1,000 directions. Stoicism transforms you by bringing you back to essentials. Identify one distraction, like excessive screen time, and cut it. Pick one priority each day and give it your all. You'll reclaim time and energy for what counts. Cut one distraction, like phone alerts, and pick one priority to focus on daily. Simplify to thrive. Comment, I simplify my life, and share one distraction you'll limit today. Marcus Aurelius said, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." The eighth Stoic habit is to face challenges with courage, seeing obstacles as opportunities to grow rather than reasons to quit. Most people shrink from difficulty, avoiding risks or crumbling under pressure. I once dreaded a public speaking gig, fearing I'd stumble or be judged. Instead of running, I leaned in, prepared hard, and did it. Shaky at first, but stronger after. Stoicism teaches that challenges aren't curses. They're tests of your character. Marcus Aurelius faced wars and betrayals, yet he turned each into a chance to prove his resolve. In 30 days, this habit will make you fearless. You'll stop dodging hard things and start conquering them. When I lost a job, I could have panicked. Instead, I saw it as a push to pivot, and it led to better work. Courage doesn't mean no fear. It means acting despite it. Most people stall because they wait for perfect conditions. Stoicism transforms you by making you bold. Next time you face a hurdle, a tough talk, a big risk, stand tall, breathe, and say, "This is my chance to shine." You'll build resilience and confidence with every step. Face one challenge head on. Stand tall, breathe, and say, "This is my chance." Act despite fear. Comment, I face challenges, and share one obstacle you'll tackle today. Epictetus said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." The ninth Stoic habit is to practice self-discipline daily, choosing long-term growth over short-term comfort. Most people give in to impulses, procrastination, indulgence, or laziness, sabotaging their goals. I use to delay tough tasks, like writing or exercising, for instant gratification like TV or snacks. It felt good then, but left me stuck. Then I embraced discipline, setting a time, sticking to it, and pushing through resistance. Stoicism sees self-control as freedom. Epictetus, once a slave, found liberty in mastering his desires. In 30 days, this habit will transform your productivity and self-respect. One day, I forced myself to write for an hour instead of scrolling. That small win snowballed into a finished project. Discipline isn't punishment. It's power, building habits that align with your values. Most people drift because they chase ease. Stoicism transforms you by making you your own master. Start with one task. Pick something hard, like waking early or skipping dessert, and do it daily. Tell yourself, I choose this in my growth. You'll feel stronger with every victory. Pick one hard task, like waking early, and stick to it daily. Say, I choose growth. Build discipline now. Comment, I'm disciplined, and share one task you'll master today. Marcus Aurelius said, "It is not death that a man should fear, but he should fear never beginning to live." The 10 Stoic habit is to live with purpose every day, aligning your actions with deeper, why that drives you beyond fleeting desires. Most people wander through life, chasing approval or distractions, never asking what they're here for. I used to drift, jumping between goals, money, status, feeling empty despite wins. Then I defined my purpose, to inspire and grow through challenges. Suddenly, every choice had meaning. Stoicism insists you find your North Star. Marcus Aurelius lived to serve Rome and embody virtue, not to impress. In 30 days, this habit will transform your life into a mission. You'll wake up driven, not dragged. One day, I chose to help a friend instead of chasing a quick gain. It fit my purpose and felt more fulfilling than any paycheck. Purpose isn't grandiosity. It's clarity, guiding you through chaos. Most people lack direction because they live for others' applause. Stoicism transforms you by rooting you in your own values. Define your purpose. I live to create, to learn, to help, and let it shape your day. Ask, does this serve my why? You'll find focus and joy in every step. Define your purpose. I live to your why. And ask daily, does this serve it? Live intentionally. Comment, I live with purpose, and share your purpose in one sentence. You've got 10 Stoic habits to transform your life in just 30 days. Start today, subscribe, and let's build a stronger, wiser you together. We've covered focusing on what you can control, visualizing setbacks, reflecting daily, practicing gratitude, accepting the unchangeable, acting with virtue, simplifying, facing challenges, staying disciplined, and living with purpose. These habits, rooted in the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, aren't just ideas. They're tools to rewire your life for peace, strength, and meaning. In 30 days, you'll feel the shift, less stress, more clarity, and a deeper sense of control. Pick one habit, or all 10, and commit for a month. Track your progress, and watch how you grow. If this inspired you, subscribe, and comment, I'm transforming with Stoicism, to join our community. Let's live better. See you in the next video.